It's on both of us.
All right.
So what are we going to talk about this week?
Well, there's a great deal that's happening. Let me start off by showing people a beautiful poster that just came out of the printer's office today. And what this describes is a project that I'm very, very excited about. This year, the city of Burlington is going to undertake the most extensive and ambitious beautification project that we have ever done. And one of the reasons that we're going to have such a good project is that the Howard Bank was very gracious and made an $18,000 grant to the city for the beautification effort. And that covers about 75 or 80% of the total budget that we're going to need. So what we're going to be doing, and I should point out that if we're going to be successful, we're going to need a lot of volunteers. So I hope that people, as they listen, will think about the possibility of volunteering. The project is going to entail a number of different aspects. On April 25th, which is a Saturday, we're going to be planting about 200 new trees throughout the city of Burlington. In the last 3 or 4 years, we've planted some 2,500 trees, some of them small, some of them very large. We're going to continue that. And this spring, we're going to plant 200 new trees. To make that project a success, we're going to need volunteers. And our hope is that people who are interested in volunteering will give the mayor's office a ring at 658-9300, mayor's office. And George Tabo, who's my assistant, will talk with you, and we can plug you into the project.
How many volunteers have there been in the past, do you think?
We have had on tree planting days between, if my memory is correct, 100 to 200 people.
That's quite a few people, isn't it?
Quite a few people, and the commitment would be probably at this point from 9 o'clock to 12 o'clock, or maybe even less time. But it's really an exciting thing, and it's a lot of fun because you can really see the impact that you make. I mean, after you leave, there is going to be a tree standing that wasn't there before you started. So we hope that people will come out. And the reason that we've been successful in this project in the past is because we have had volunteers, and we're going to need volunteers again. Okay? So that is Saturday, April 25th, for those people who are interested in tree planting.
Have all those trees survived?
No, but the vast majority of them have. I think when you plant trees, you understand that some of them, for a variety of reasons, will die. Some of them are vandalized, and that's few things that get me more upset than seeing some beautiful young trees ripped apart, and that happens. But if my memory is correct, we have, in fact, about 90% of the trees that we've planted have in fact prevailed and stayed, and that's pretty good. I think we also made a mistake a couple of years ago in that some of the trees that we've planted along some of the larger streets, such as Winooski Avenue, were too small. And what we're doing now is planting larger trees. They're a little bit more expensive, but the likelihood of them surviving is that much better.
How come the Howard Bank got involved in this?
Well, one of the things that I have been doing is starting a process by which I am communicating with the banks in the city a little bit more than we used to. It is no secret, of course, that the banks in our community receive their money from the people in this community. We all put money into the banks, and they make a profit on that. And I think it is absolutely fair to say to the banks, to ask the banks, to say, okay, you're parts of our community, you're making money in our community, we would like a very positive relationship with you. And we want to be sure that you're investing in our community and you're helping us do the many projects that need to be done, especially at a time of federal cutbacks and our dependency on the property tax. And I'm very proud to say that I called up Bill Chadwick, who is the president of the Howard Bank, a few weeks ago. Bill came in and I said, you know, we have an ambitious beautification project that we would like to undertake. And within a couple of days, he was back to us with a very, very large grant that will make this project a success. So we're very grateful to the Howard Bank and appreciative of their grant.
That's great.
I didn't recognize you.
You got it. That's not so funny the way you drive, you.
I've tried to ride. Yeah, I worked on.
What we're going to do is see.
Right. I have a question. You might not answer.
Thank you very much for your help. Do you live in the area? Or?
I'm a Burlington resident. I live down in Ferguson, on the other end of town.
I'm the president of the Jewel Street Citizens. I'm also the only member.
So what should we do? Put us to work.
Well, you just go right down through with the rest of the catch the rest of the people there, and I'll show you what to do.
Okay, great. Thanks.
Okay.
Happy trees.
And this is Ward 2, where, how many trees do we have going into Ward 2? Is that about 69 trees, which is probably more trees than any other ward in the city. Right now, to the best of my understanding, we have about 200 volunteers in every ward in the city, okay? And we have a gentleman here from the Parks Department who is helping us coordinate it.
Hi.
Tell the viewing audience your name and...
Bob LaPointe.
Okay, Bob, what do you think about the effort?
I think it's very good. We got a very good volunteer turnout, which is, when we have a good day, I think that has a lot to do with it.
It's interesting how quickly you can get the job done when we have the people, huh?
A lot easier. And this ward here has been really good the last 2 or 3 years. A lot of people return from last year, so we're lucky today. I think we're ahead of schedule right now.
Yeah, we are. I think we started off on this group here. Started off on North Union Street. What, a dozen trees there, was it?
North Union.
Well, more than that, was it?
19
trees on North Union. 19. We got those in about an hour. Okay, this project, this beautification effort this year has been co-sponsored by the Howard Bank, which made a very generous financial grant to the city and also has helped get us some really fine volunteer workers. So now we're going to talk to some of the people from the Howard Bank. Okay, why don't you?
The girl.
The women from the Howard Bank.
Oh dear.
Okay.
Hi.
Okay, your name is?
My name's Callie Lavoie. I work in the
Callie.
main office of the Howard Bank. I've been working very hard to get volunteers for this project today. We've been glad to help out in any way we can, be it through sponsorship of donation of money or through volunteer work. We have others here, and we have another group in another ward helping out today. We think this project's great. The trees will be really beautiful as they get bigger, and we're glad to help out.
Okay, well, thank you very much,
You're
Callie.
welcome.
And your name is?
Kelly?
And this woman wields a major weapon. Show the audience this knife of yours. Now, we won't arrest you. It's okay. You have a license for it. Okay. She's busy cutting out burlap there. You got to get your hands out of the way. Okay. You work for the Howard Bank as well?
I work for the Howard also in the main office. And I think Callie said most everything. I think it's just nice that we're shaping Burlington up, making it look nice.
Good. Do you live in the city?
I work in the city. I live outside the city though.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay. There you go. All right. Here we go with another Howard Bank volunteer. Now, this guy is tough. Let me tell you, he has been picking up and moving these heavy trees around, digging holes very quickly. Your name is?
Rod Alexander.
Okay, Rod. Do you live in the city or?
Yep, I live on Pleasant Avenue out on the north end.
Out on the north end. Okay.
Yep.
So what do you think?
Great. Good day. Good exercise. Good people. There's a lot of fun.
Okay. Good.
Yep.
Okay, Janet. Come on. You live in the ward. Janet Valentine. Hold it. Hold it, Bernie. Oh, I'm sorry, Janet. This is Janet Hicks.
Hi.
Janet, what do you think?
I think it's great. I like driving down the road and seeing all the trees on the side, and it's fun to plant them.
It is. It really
And I'm glad they got planted for free. Well, not for free because the bank paid for it, but I mean in terms of people in the neighborhood. They just wake up one morning and there's a tree outside their window. I think that's great.
What is unbelievable is literally in one day there's a total transformation of a street.
It's kind of like a lot of people worked really hard to coordinate the project, but suddenly it sort of blossoms, pardon the pun, and and there it is. You know, it's like a lot of work gets done behind the scenes and it gets coordinated over a long period of time by people in the city government and in the community in general and in the business community, and then the neighborhoods get trees, and it's all the neighborhoods all over the town, and so I thought it would be fun to help for a couple hours.
Okay, well, thank you very much. Anyone else want to make a statement? No? Yes?
I'm happy.
You're happy. Okay. Actually, this is one of the fun days of the year for me. I love it.
Yeah.
And we don't do enough of it. It gives you an idea. 200 people for 3 hours is 600 people hours of work. And let me tell you, that is a lot of work. That's a lot of work. That's, you know, that's 15 city workers for a week. And concentrating that energy in one area, such as tree planting, can really transform the city. So, what I think we're showing is that in 2 hours, it looks like we are going to be planting 200 trees throughout Brooklyn. Now, I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it's blossoming already.
Yeah, I don't think that's part of Parks and Rec though.
Oh, you don't think so? other thing that's really nice is to see volunteers work alongside of city workers. That does not happen often enough.
Yeah, people from the Howard Bank and Parks and Rec.
That's right.
That's pretty exciting. Oh, here's some Boy Scouts up here.
All right. Let's go out and say hello to the Boy Scouts. See how they did. Where were they planting?
They were planting Winooski Ave, and then they were going to do Grant Street.
Hi. Okay, we're here on the corner of Grand Street and North Winooski with some young men who are in the Boy Scouts, right?
Yep.
Okay, what's your name and what troop are you in?
I'm Patrick O'Brien and I'm in Troop 615 in Charlotte, Vermont.
Charlotte, okay, and you are?
I'm John Pastore, I'm from Troop 602 Shelburne.
Okay, and you are?
I'm Jason Kingsley from Troop 603, Burlington.
Burlington, all right. Here we go.
I'm Jason Mativian from Troop 603 Burlington.
Burlington.
I'm Leon Nesty from Troop 602 Shelburne.
Walter Warren from Troop 602 Shelburne.
Okay, so what's nice about this is we have some young people from outside of the city and we have some young people from Burlington. And on behalf of the city, I want to thank all of you for your help. It's really very nice to see you coming out, and I think you can see that the results of your work are very, very nice. We're going to have trees on Grand Street where we didn't have them before. Did you enjoy the effort?
Yes.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Really fun.
Okay, did you learn something a little bit about how trees are planted in the city?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, you have any questions for me or any thoughts that you want to share with some of the people?
No.
No.
What do you guys, do you have any other major Boy Scout projects that are going to be taking place? Okay, do you do some summer camping?
Yeah.
Go out and do camping?
Well, our summer camp is Mount Norris.
Okay.
Some of our troop is going down to Philmont in New Mexico.
Oh, wow. Is that a jamboree down there or something?
Well, it's a hike down there.
Great.
And our troop is thinking about going to Massachusetts on the John F. Kennedy battleship.
All right. Excellent. Okay. Okay, young men, thank you very much, and thank you, Scoutmaster, for me too, okay? Yep. Okay, bye-bye. Yeah. Okay, well, let's talk to him.
Wait, we have to wait.
Hi, you helped organize this?
Yep.
Okay, and your name is?
Mike Beller.
Mike?
Beller.
Beller.
B-E-L-L-E-R.
Okay, this is Mike Beller in troop number?
603.
603. And Mike, where do you live?
I live in Charlotte, but I'm a member of the Burlington troop.
Okay, well, I want to thank you for helping to organize this effort. And what was some of the work it entailed to organize this?
Well, I had to contact the members of my troop and some of the members of other troops so we can get more participation. And I had to ask each person to bring tools so we could plant the stuff. And I had to provide lunch for our recruits.
By the way, wait a minute, I got a major announcement for all the hungry young Boy Scouts here. If you go to the Delicatessen on North Street and North Winooski, they're going to provide you with free sandwiches.
Let's go.
That's true. Okay, where is North Street and North Winooski? Just go up there.
Called Noonies.
Noonies.
Oh, I know where that is.
All right, you know where Noonies is? Well, the woman who owns Noonies came by and she was really very nice. And she said that anybody who works on the project can get a free sandwich. So what do you think?
Yeah, pizza and sandwiches.
Well, that you got to check out. But go on out and talk to her, and I think you can get some free lunch. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. Well, thank you again.
Thank you.
Okay. So, what do you kids think of these new trees? You like them? Yeah. They're nice. How were the people out here working before? Were the people out here working, putting them up before?
Yeah.
You guys help out? No. Okay. All right. Don't be so shy. Okay. See you later.
She realized who you were and threw her umbrella. Oh my God, it's the mayor.
What is your name?
Danielle.
Danielle?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And the owners of this establishment, and the name is?
J.M. Noonies.
Okay. And the owners' names are?
Are Mandy Hotchkiss and Jennifer. What's Jennifer's last name? Selfie. Selfie.
Okay. Well, very nice. One of the nice things that an effort like tree planting does is it develops a sense of community. And they just were coming down the street, walking down the street a few blocks away from here on North Union, and they said anybody who was participating in the project can come in and get a free sandwich. So how many? 14 people have come in?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, that is really nice. Okay. Thank you. Okay.
want to tell me why you're here today?
Well, we're trying to make Vermont a lot beautiful and to like help Mike Beller do his Eagle Scout so he could be an Eagle Scout. So, and I can because he said that when I need help on my scouts, he would help me, so I'm helping him since when he needs help.
What's your name and are you a Boy Scout?
Yeah, my name is Patrick O'Brien. I'm a Boy Scout and I'm working out my first class.
Okay, thanks.
Thanks.
Hello, I'm Mike Beller and this is my Eagle project that's going on. And we're planting trees, about 18 of them on Grant Street and North Winooski Avenue. And we hope it'll make Burlington a much better community.
Okay. Do you live around here?
Well, I live in Charlotte, but I used to live up in Burlington, so.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How'd you get interested in doing this?
Well, I was looking for a project to do and everything, and I had thought of something to do with trees. So I called the Burlington's office and talked to George Tabo, and he got everything set up.
Great. Thanks.
Yep.
You want to talk to me?
Sure. What is this about the Eagle Scout?
Eagle Scout project. It's working up in rank, get up to a higher rank, and Eagle Scout is the highest rank you can get in scouting. And that's, you got to get a big Eagle project to get into Eagle, and that's what we're working on, helping him do that today.
So are you a Boy Scout?
Yes, I'm from Shelburne 602. We've got a bunch of scouts around here from different places because he knew some people in school and handed out some slips around, and we came to help.
Great. What do you think of planting trees?
It's okay. I can work on my service hours for my life now. Gotta get it.
What's your name?
Paul Fiorenza.
Uh-huh. Where do you live and why are you doing this?
Oh, I live in Burlington, South Cove Road, and I'm doing this because Mike Bauer, he's a friend of mine. He needs help on his Eagle project, and I hope that he'll help me on mine when I get the Eagle.
Okay. Okay. What do you think of the work you've done so far?
Well, it'll help out the city. I mean, it looks pretty nice, and we have like 18 trees to plant, and we get free pizza out of it. It's not bad either.
Who's gonna give you free pizza?
I don't really know, but I'm gonna eat it. It doesn't really matter.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
I'm Scott Douglas, and I'm the Scoutmaster of Troop 3 in Burlington. That's these guys that are putting in the trees. And what's happening here is what's called an Eagle project. And Mike Beller, who was the young man you talked to in the blue jacket there, he has completed all the requirements up to life badge, all the various ranks, all the different stages. And at this point, we ask him to show us all he's learned about leadership in designing and carrying out a project, which involves more than just doing something, but organizing a group of people to do something. So it can be more than any one person could do. And what we're looking, I watch him and see what types of leadership he's showing. Can he control the boys? Is he showing them what to do and how to do it? More than sitting there and doing it, but actually leading. And that's the whole idea of the Eagle Project, is to look at leadership. The Boy Scouts is looking to train young civic leaders, basically. And I think we have in Mike a very good potential for a young civic leader.
So he organized these kids from all around the neighboring towns?
Well, they're mostly boys from the troop, but there's also boys from other troops, and who knows who else he recruited. He's a very resourceful young man, so I imagine there's friends from school as well as other scouts. And that's the whole idea of it.
Great.
I am an Eagle Scout also. In years past, I spent a lot of time in the Scouts, and it introduced me to nature and the outdoors, and basically that it's helped me format my career, and it meant a lot to me at the time, and that's why you say I'm so young, but that's why I spend time with the boys, because it was so important to me. Unfortunately, not a lot of older people seem to have the time, and I try to make the time.
Great. Thanks.
Sure.
Okay, well.
We can't help it.
How's it going?
Fine, Bernie, thanks.
So you're coaching the Burlington Braves
Well,
this year?
no, doing some administrative work. Opening game, I know that's
This is
why
opening game?
This is opening day right here.
Okay.
We got 2-1. Blue Jays are over the Braves right now.
What inning is it?
We're in the 4th inning.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, the field looks pretty good, huh?
The field's in great shape. Bob Whelan did a real good job getting it ready for us.
Okay. Actually, history will record that I was one of the first coaches of the Burlington Braves. How are they doing? I hope they're doing better now.
They're doing real. I think we set the pace for them, because me too. A couple years after you left, I took over the Braves, and I think we put them in good form.
We started the farm league, and they've gradually...
That's right.
Okay, who's the coach of the Braves this year?
Patty and Brent Mullis.
Okay. Mr. Mullis? How are you?
Good.
Good. I was just mentioning to Steve that I think 4 years ago, the first year of this league, I was the first coach of the Burlington Braves.
Yep.
And I suspect they've done better since, right? They've had better coaching. Okay, this is cable access TV.
Yep.
We're just doing something that goes on every week. So how are things going with the team?
Good. Right now we're down by 1 run, but we'll get it back.
There you go. So man predicts victory for his team. This is the first game of the year, is it?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
So has the league been going pretty well?
Good.
Okay. Do you have all the equipment that you need and stuff like that?
Everything's good.
Okay. The field looks pretty good.
Yep. They fixed the backstop there. It was busted, and they come down and fixed it this week. The park department did. I called them and asked them, and they
Great.
did a good job.
Okay. Good. Looks like a good crowd out here today also. Okay.
Yeah.
So the game's going to be played mostly on Saturdays?
No, they start weeknights at 5:30.
5:30. Okay. And Saturdays as well, or no?
No.
Okay.
No, just the first game's on Saturday and a closing game.
Okay. Can I talk to some of your young ball players here?
Sure can.
Okay.
Yeah, we gotta go out in the field now.
All right.
Wait.
Okay.
Wait, just let them...
So what kind of season you guys gonna have?
Good. Awesome.
Awesome season. You think you're gonna win?
Yeah, we're gonna be in first place, man.
All right. Well, let's see some good defense out there. All right. All right. Go get them.
We're gonna be in first.
All right. So you want to say a few words to the folks? You've been involved in for a few years in this effort, right?
Yep.
How you kids doing?
Doing good. Doing good.
Okay. Why don't you tell the audience your name and the team and all that stuff? And how you
I'm
doing?
Barbara Merchant and one of the coaches for the Blue Jays. I have 3 boys on the team.
Okay. Barbara has been with this league almost from the beginning, right,
Yeah,
Barbara?
I have.
Okay. And so how does the team look this year, guys?
Good.
All right. Where are the young ladies? Do we have any young ladies on this team?
Yes.
All right, all right. Terrific. Okay. Now you got a tough coach, and I know she's going to make you toe the line here, right?
We have 4 of them, 4 women.
Okay. Good. And this is the first game of the year, right?
Yeah.
Oh,
We're winning. We're winning.
you're winning. All right. Well, don't get overconfident. You know, the game is only half over, right?
Yep.
Okay.
I'll just do the same thing in my ups. Home run.
Barbara, you have all the equipment you need this year?
Yes, we do.
Okay,
Yeah.
the field looks nice.
Yeah, it does. They came and they raked it. I was really amazed. They came with the big machine and raked it. They did a nice job. They came yesterday and put the lines down.
Okay. And it's a beautiful day to start the
It
season.
sure is. I thought it was going to be colder than this, but we're lucked out.
It's supposed to be 6.
So this year we have what, 3 teams in the
3
league?
teams. Yeah, we had to give up one. There wasn't enough kids.
The Reds to the Rays. We're gonna win though.
Okay.
First place.
And what happens when does the winning team here going to play the winning teams in other leagues as well?
I'm not sure how that's going to go. That would be nice. This would be the first year if we do it that way.
Right, because now this is an official Little League, right?
It is.
Right. And when we began, I know it wasn't.
Right, it is now.
Okay.
Yeah, they had their patches on the side of their uniform.
Okay. Well.
Well, I got to cut it out.
Okay. What school most of you guys go to? Wheeler?
HO.
Good.
Edmund.
And Edmund?
Burns.
Okay. All right. Well, I wish you good luck this year. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. See you, Bernie.
Bye bye.
That they would just volunteering for the playing the tree.
Yeah, that's right. See that?
We've done that before, though. This year they had the game or do that, so we came to the game.
We planted 200 trees all over the city. Really looks
Really?
like, yeah, just right along High Street.
If they just, people would leave them and not
I
ruin
know.
them.
Yeah, most of them are. Hi. How you doing? You want to say hello to the viewing audience?
Sure.
Okay, your name is?
Ann Bingham.
Ann, and you're one of the coaches?
Yeah.
Okay,
One of
is
the
this
assistant coaches.
Okay. Is this your first year? Or?
Yeah.
Good. How's it going?
Pretty well. Yeah, we got a great team.
It looks that way.
Yeah, we're gotten some hits.
So do you have much baseball experience? Or
Yeah, I play Little League.
Okay.
Yeah, so
Out of sight.
completing the cycle.
Okay, thanks a lot for your help.
So I have 3 batters and I'm off.
Okay. Are these parents the coaches over here? Loyal fans of the team.
But I would suggest you go over to the bleachers because that's where the action is.
All right, I am going to go.
There's a lot of activity going on.
Okay, that's where we're going to go. Okay. What we're looking at now is the Old North End Little League, and now it was interesting when I was first elected mayor. One of the very first things that we did, I was elected in March, and I think by the springtime we put together this league here. And at that time there was a very good Little League in the South End for many, many years. A very, very good Little League in the North End. In fact, those guys had won New England championships. But there was nothing in the Old North End. And I asked, well, how come we don't have a Little League program in the Old North End? And, oh, these kids can't be organized, terrible, terrible. And of course, this is the area where it's really almost needed the most. This is of any place in the city where the kids need this type of activity. So we raised the money and we went through the effort and we put it together. We had tremendous parent involvement and a lot of excitement, and it worked out fantastically. It really did. Now I think we're in, this must be the 6th year, if I'm not mistaken. 6th or 7th year. And in fact, the Burlington Braves who are playing today, I actually coached the team the first year it was around. And we have funneled city money into this thing, and the kids get uniforms, and it's well equipped, and it works out very, very well. For the kids having the uniforms in the city, if kids can't afford it, we get, you know, gloves and stuff like that. And it has had a really good impact on the community. And also for this park right here was not in great shape, because at that point the city did not pay a whole lot of attention to this part of Burlington. And right now the field is in excellent shape. We got the bleachers put up a couple of years ago. Uh-oh, we got a major hit here. And what's really nice, is that when you come down here on a weekday evening after work. It's a lovely scene because you can see a game going here. A lot of parents are out watching their kids playing, and it has worked out really well. And it's we've had a lot of very good citizen participation, and it's really nice.
You get a sense of real community involvement down here.
You really do.
Yeah, it's nice.
And what it means to a community, the difference between having a park which is utilized for children playing ball and parents coming out watching them play, as opposed to people drinking beer here and hanging out, is day and night. It's one of the, this process right here is one of the aspects of the revitalization of the Old North End, which is really nice. This did not used to exist, and it does now, and it's something that we're very proud of.
Great.
Okay, let's see what else is going on in the city.
Hi. Would you like to donate some money to the Burlington Police Department?
Why not?
I think the mayor does.
How's it going? You enjoying the program?
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
How often do you go to meetings?
Once
Every other week. Every other Thursday.
Okay. Are you interested in careers in law enforcement?
Yes.
Good. Okay, see ya.
Thanks a lot.
Bye-bye.
Okay. Watch the jump shot now from the foul. Deadly, doesn't miss.
How couldn't you?
Long jump shot now.
Okay.
Ready? 3-pointer. Oh my God.
The doctor.
All right.
Hey.
Shoot well.
Not that fast, I didn't.
She made fast.